In this video, I'm talking about Facebook ads targeting, and I'm gonna show you how you can find your perfect audience. If you're running ads on Facebook, you already know that some audiences will make money and some audiences will get you out of business. But truth be told, you just need a few winning audiences to be successful. That's why in this video, I'm gonna give you 3 steps to targeting your perfect audience using Facebook ads. This strategy generated over $30 million in sales, and this is how I'm running ads for the last 5 years. So if you wanna be successful with Facebook ads, this is the #1 strategy you need to implement this year. And I urge you to watch this video to the end, because in step 2, I'm gonna show you the best campaign structure if you wanna find winning audiences over and over again. I discovered this strategy when I got my first Facebook ads job back in 2017. I started this Facebook ads job and things started very bad, but all of a sudden I became very good with Facebook ads. I got promoted as a Facebook ads main manager or main media buyer. I had a team of 4 people that I had to manage. I had a lot of responsibilities, and of course I wanted to do a very good job, because this was my very first serious job and it was very performance based. If I couldn't deliver the best results possible, they would fire me. That's why I was extremely results obsessed, and this is a mindset that I cultivated over the years. And I knew a lot of things were possible with Facebook. The first day I scaled my campaign to generate 5 figures per day in revenue. It was back in 2017 and we didn't have a lot of information back then. There were not that many people scaling Facebook ads like crazy, but I knew it was possible to go even further. As I said, I'm very results obsessed, and on top of that I'm very ambitious, and I knew it was possible because I already tasted the power of Facebook ads. So every day when I went to my job, I had to manage the team, and the only question I had on my mind was, how can I get even better results? I was wondering why some people get average results, why other people get superior results. How can I crush it completely with Facebook? How can I be the Michael Jordan of Facebook ads? And those are questions I had in my head every single day I went to work. And I'm naturally curious as a person. That's why I started joining Facebook groups. I started reading Reddit forums. I started reading pretty much anything I could find. I spent a lot of money on online courses. I hired coaches and consultants. I would do anything to become extremely good at Facebook ads. But I want you to realize that at this moment I was already extremely good at Facebook ads, and somebody who was even better didn't have the financial incentive to teach me Facebook ads. So I was kind of like stuck at this level of my ad account spending maybe a little bit less. So I was stuck at a point where my ad accounts were spending a little less than 10K per day, which back then was crazy, but I knew I could take it further. One day I went on one of those Facebook ads groups where people share results and talk about Facebook ads, and I saw a screenshot, and the daily ad spend was more than 20K per day. And I was extremely curious about it because I've tried anything possible to scale my ads to that level, but I was never able to do it. So I saved this screenshot on my computer and I set it as a wallpaper, and I'm actually that crazy. I know it might sound funny. I was looking at this screenshot for maybe around 2 or 3 days, and you know how they blur things on the screenshot, but I could see that the guy who posted the screenshot was running a lot of ad sets. He had maybe 4 or 5 times the ad sets I had. Because of that, I decided to implement this strategy and I started testing much more audiences. Before this strategy, the way I would run ads, I would have one huge ad set. It was a purchase lookalike ad set, and I was spending around $5,000 per day on this ad set. So my whole performance was depending on one purchase lookalike ad set. On some days those ad sets performed amazing, but on the other days the return on ad spend was breaking, and this one ad set wouldn't deliver the results I wanted. So the performance of the way I was running ads wasn't that consistent. That's why I decided to set a new campaign targeting 20 interests and 5 different lookalikes. So the total budget for this campaign was around $5,000 per day, exactly the same I would spend on a purchase lookalike. I wasn't sure if it will work, but I didn't have much to lose. I was already generating extremely good results with my lookalike strategy. I was generating extremely good results with my lookalike audiences strategy, so I just decided to test it. To my surprise, 3 or 4 days later, I discovered that the new strategy where I tested 25 different ad sets delivered much more purchases at a much better cost per purchase compared to my lookalike. And I was super surprised. And I was very surprised to discover this because back then everybody was talking about the importance of lookalike audiences. But from this day on, this is how I set up my campaigns. I set multiple audiences. Here I'm gonna give you my process of finding audiences that convert. The first thing you need to do would be to brainstorm 20 to 40 different audiences related to your market. First, you can start with lookalike audiences, and the first lookalike audience I suggest you to build would be the purchase lookalike audiences. If you're selling stuff, make sure you have the purchase pixel ready, and out of the purchase pixel, create a lookalike audience. If your main business objective is to generate leads, you're gonna create a lookalike of your leads pixel. Some other lookalikes that might convert good for your business is a lookalike of the website visitors, lookalike of the sales page visitors, lookalike of the people who visited your checkout pages, and so on. So the further your page down the funnel, the better the lookalike would be. And you can also go for lookalike from 1%, 2%, 3%, and 4%. Usually the best lookalike audience I had was the purchase 1%, purchase 2%, purchase 3% also works well, but you might have amazing results with the lookalike of your sales page visitors. Then the next audiences you should test are interest audiences. For example, if I am in the digital marketing space and I want to target digital marketers, I'm gonna go on Facebook ads and I might target people who like MailChimp, who like Frank Kern, who like digital marketer, although I'm not 100% sure that I can still target those audiences, but I'm gonna find interests related to digital marketing. I might go broad and target audiences. I might go with bigger audiences and target audiences such as email marketing, digital marketing, or just business in general. So here, the more audiences you can brainstorm, the better it would be for your testing strategy. But I suggest you start with at least 20 to 40 audiences to test. You can go on Google Sheets and you can just list all the audiences you want to target for this week or the next month. This will also depend on your budget, but 20 to 40 would be ideal. If you struggle with your audiences, what you can do is you can ask ChatGPT. So you can go on ChatGPT and you can write a prompt describing your customer avatar, and you can ask ChatGPT to help you brainstorm 20 to 40 Facebook ads audiences related to your niche. I know that the information in ChatGPT goes all the way. I know that ChatGPT only keeps the Facebook audiences dated to 2021, but still you'll be able to gain some insights. Another thing you could do to brainstorm audiences, you can join Facebook groups, you can describe your target market, and you can ask, what audiences do you think, guys, will be related to my business? And you can also comment under this video and I'm gonna help you brainstorm at least 5 audiences. I promise that if you comment below your niche, I'm gonna help you with some interests and some lookalike audiences and maybe some job titles you can target today on Facebook ads. So this is step 1. Now we're gonna go into step 2. Now we're gonna go to step 2 if you wanna target your perfect audience on Facebook. Now you already know what you wanna target, and we're gonna go inside Facebook and we're gonna build the campaign. So the way I do it is, and I usually set the campaign for my business goal. Usually 80% of my ad accounts are optimized for sales. I have some ad accounts optimized for leads, and I have some ad accounts optimized for booked appointments. So in 99.9% of the cases, I choose my main business objective. I don't do warm-up audiences. I don't do any of that. I just go straight to sales, purchases, leads, or book appointments depending on my goal. Usually for the smaller ad accounts, I just test 5 to 10 audiences. So if I'm testing lookalikes, I just target the lookalike audiences in this specific country. So this is one ad set. If I target interests, I'm just gonna target the interest without any other targeting. So I keep it one audience per one ad set. And if you ask what should be the budget, I usually start from 20 to 50 per ad set. If you don't have a huge budget, I suggest you start with $20 per ad set and start with just 5 audiences to target. So how should you decide the audiences? If you already have data, I suggest you have 5 audience total. In those 5 audiences, you should go for 2 lookalikes and 3 interests. And this is how I run campaigns for years and years and years, and I had amazing results. If you have a bigger ad account, you can go from all the way up to 40 audiences. You can go 40, but I usually don't like 40 because it's too much to manage and you really don't know what converts. So the way I do it, I would set up 5 to 10 audiences, 20 to 50 budget per ad set per day, and I will leave the campaigns working for at least 3 days without any, and I'll leave the campaigns working without making any changes from 3 to 5 days. So I know at the beginning it's kind of like scary to have so many audiences working. So choose a budget you're comfortable with. You can go lower than $20 per day, but I don't recommend that because you need to feed in data to Facebook. And this is how Facebook will decide how you can target. And this is how Facebook will make the decision to whom to push your ads, and they'll do a lot of optimization instead of you if you just let it run for a while. How many ads should you do per ad set? I usually do from 4 to 6 ads. So I want to give the Facebook ads algorithm a lot of variations, and they're gonna decide what are my best ads, and they're gonna decide what are my best ads, what are my best audiences, because after my testing period is over, I'm gonna go to step 3 and I'm just gonna turn off all the ads. So I run my ads from 3 to 5 days. I barely make any changes the first 3 days. I might do a little tweaks such as turning off an ad, or just like I might do some minor changes, but nothing too big, because after the 3 to 5 days testing period is over, I go into my ad account and I start turning off the ad set, and I start turning off the ad sets that have 0 conversions. So if an ad set has 0 conversion, I completely turn it off. If I have an ad set that has a positive return on investment, I'm just gonna double it with increased budget, or I'm gonna start slowly increasing the budget by 20% each day. And this is how I scale ads. For example, I also might have some ad sets that have a good return on ad spend, but not that great. So I might go into those ad sets and turn off ads that are not converting great, but probably I'll do another video. And this is how I find audiences that convert. To help you remember what I just said in this video, I'm just gonna give you the steps again. So step 1, make sure you brainstorm 20 to 40 audiences related to your business. Step 2, set the campaign and give the campaign 3 to 5 testing days. And step 3 would be to turn off all the ad sets that are not performing and leave only the ad sets that delivered good return on ad spend. This was the video for today. My name is Niko. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and I'll talk to you soon. Oh yeah, don't forget to check the links in the description below if you wanna improve your Facebook ads skills. Thank you for watching.